this video, our focus is to add the glowing texture to our text here, which is LOVE. So we have the textures here. We have like about 14 of them here. You can create more if you want, and but you can use the one you have. If you scroll through, you can find out that somehow there is no texture. Rather, you just have a bland white texture. You have to make sure that your resolution is high for you to really see the impact of the texture. If you are in anything less than high, you might not be able to see the impact of that texture, and that might be a little bit confusing. So now we have the texture here. We can just choose anyone at random. Now there are so many ways you can add the texture to it. You can add it letter by letter. For instance, I have this, all of them. Let me look at the timeline, or let me look at the scene, so you can see that everything is under this box here, which is named love. So I want them to be one texture, so I don't have to worry myself going to each of them to add the texture. For glowing text, all you need to do is just go to your texture, select the texture you want. Like I click and hold, I am left clicking and holding. I can drag it to any of the letters and drop it there. But if I am dropping it when this hand is in this shape, or when you see the sign that is completely saying no, it's not going to work. But I don't even want to drag it to the letter. I'm dragging it to this box. So I will just drag to this box. So you can see the plus button, plus icon that is enabled there. So whenever the plus icon is enabled, it shows that you are good to go. So I can now drop it. So immediately I drop it, you can see that the texture is now added to my letter, and it is looking very, very awesome. So I don't need to start putting it in one text after the other. If you want to do that, that is fine. But this is the best way to do it for glowing text. But for maybe other motion craft text and all that, you are to add it one after the other. I can add this. For instance, let me add this. You can see, just drag and drop here. It is enabled, and for you to see the how the texture look, you can look around very well, so you can see it's. You can agree with me that the letterbox and this are distracting, but we left them there for a reason. For instance, if we had made this a dummy, we will not be able to see where it is to add the texture. That is why we've left it, so that we'll be able to finish everything we want before we now make all of them dummies. But I think it's good now. You can keep trying. Let me see other things. So let me just leave it the way it is now. I think it's looking good. So for us to now see everything in its form without any form of distraction, we can come here and open this up. Box set as dummy. Box set as dummy. So this box should probably be set as dummy, and this one set as dummy. Love should equally be set as dummy. So we have it now. Let's play and see how it's looking. So that is quite awesome. So I think it's looking very, very awesome.